was, because like Sunken Land was me against like AI, what do you call it, like cannibal people and stuff that were coming to like raid my base and stuff. It was horrible. Like, it was interesting, great concept and stuff, and they are now to a point where they're in testing, I think, because I played it in early access, and I felt like it could have so much more content eventually. I felt like it had a lot to give, but I never ended up playing it. And Rust is one where I don't see very many wholesome videos of it. The videos that I see of Rust is unfortunately usually people being like, let me set up a trap to deal with this person that was being a cunt, you know. That's generally how those videos go, and I'm like, that's a shame, because like it could have been a great game. Like, it's probably a great game, but I'll never play it because I don't really like, I like going up against people that can purposely just like be a dick, especially since like as a streamer and stuff, like I'm not able to, like, I could if I fucking wanted to, but like I don't play the same single game every single day of the week. I play my games once a week. So when I do play them, there's a week in between that somebody could just destroy whatever the hell they want, and I would come back to potentially nothing, and that would really, really suck. And people would do that too, especially if they could figure out what server I'm on and stuff like that. They'd go out of the way to join and do it, you know. Whoever even has it in his Steam library, so dumb. What? That game, I saw that in Steam before it came out and wanted to play it, but forgot it exists. Thank you for reminding me. You even have it in, has it in Steam library. I'm getting this. Yeah, no. Look, Sunken Land's interesting. You want to see like some early access of it. Like I said, like I assume people that are here in Twitch aren't going to YouTube, and people on YouTube that watch my videos later aren't coming to Twitch and stuff. But like, yeah, I have like videos of playing it in YouTube and stuff. So if you ever want to see me like take a glider and like crash it into the ocean, that's a place where you can see it. I had fun doing that too. It was great. I was expecting it to be like better, like, I don't know, like 7 Days to Die kind of like glider activity. It was not. I landed upside down so many times. It was fantastic. I had fun with it. That's the main thing. I don't know. It was just ridiculous. What else have I got here? Embracing the background streamer meme. Lol. I didn't know there was a meme, but yeah, I don't know. That's like primarily my goals as a streamer. It's just to be in the background of people's lives and stuff while they go about theirs and whatever. Let's go through 6. Mercer. What? Mercer. Top routine as what? Oh yeah, all the different medicines. Yeah, no, Mesalazine where I'm at with that. And they got working med. Well, yeah, no, I got the granules. They're alright. I don't mind them. It's like drinking sand though, and you got to drink like a cup of water with each satchel. So I got an issue with hydration when it comes to summer if I can't drink or keep down enough water. So yeah, that's where that's a problem. Thanks, Elvit. I will hydrate and stretch. I'm just like catching up on messages, so like they may not be like the most current around like where I'm at the moment. How you doing? You back with everything? Yeah, no, I spotted Triantha before. Yeah, Triantha, are you aware Elvit is Shadow? I don't know if I've mentioned it. Don't you flip a table at me? How dare you? I don't know. I gotta get more floors up here. I think they've removed some of the roof. At least. No, don't do that. Whoops. I cancelled myself back into my other base. It's fine. Oh man. Triantha's been here for a while. He's been lurking around being a raccoony chaos god. You know how it is. He's been here. Has Shadow had a name change? Yeah, he goes by Olvit now. So that you can probably tell because of the VIP badge next to him. I do have a few new VIPs around as well. There's a few people that are always here that are now like formally acknowledged for like always being here. So yeah, that is awesome. Chaos Senpai has returned. Yeah, Chaos Senpai has been coming through every so often. Chaos Senpai has been living in chaos for a while. I need these birds to not be prisons. There we go. I need somebody to move Hippo out of there so that the door's fucking open too. Wang, are you going to... Yeah, you're moving him. Nice. Yeah, no, I'm just keeping up with messages just for a second. Hold on. Just self-managed for 5 years post-initial surgery because I didn't think I was meant to be doing anything based on conversation. Had them completely misunderstood. That also happens too. Sometimes they're not very clear with it. Sometimes I got to a point where I was like, do you mind if I just write down what you said and just read it back to you so that I can be clear on it? And when I do that and they realize that I didn't follow what they said, they sometimes realize that they have to change their approach on how they actually say stuff, which can be really useful. Mind you, some doctors don't have patience for that and they're not great. I've had some shit doctors that are like, we should put you on this medicine that's going to increase your odds of this chronic thing happening to you. And I'm like, but my whole family is a high risk for that chronic thing already. Can we not? And they're like, oh, how dare you like complain? And I'm like, look, just get me your fucking like, I don't know, hospital supervisor or something. Yes, RimWorlds. It is RimWorld. Hey, it's Spooky. Welcome in. What are you up to? Welcome to my RimWorld colony. I realize I'm on the wrong page. I'm on a raid battle at the moment. So I didn't enjoy them when I was taking them, but compared to some of the other options, they're not as bad. My current medication is once fortnightly injector pen, which is stupidly convenient. I don't know how I'd go with an injector pen, but I don't mind the granules. I already have like multiple other medical conditions, so I have to take medicine daily anyway, so just adding that to the pile is fine. I just gotta remember to have water with it, that's the only thing, because otherwise I'm trying to swallow sand. Yeah, what are you up to, Spooky? I've taken on a raid and I took a prisoner, Hippo. I'm trying to steal all the steel out of this area before I go home. I think RimWorld though. I like how the playbase calls it rimming worlds. It's just rimming. Yeah, that was something that was like enlightening for me to first come by, because when I started streaming RimWorld, right, I had no connection with the outside world of RimWorld community beyond Grim, like my best mate, right? And of course, so the first couple of times I heard people come in and say certain words, I was like, what? Like, it's literally like the Tim the Toolman fucking, like, you know, the noise that he makes? It's an old TV show. I wouldn't be surprised if nobody knows what the fuck I'm on about. But it's a meme now. It's like this sort of noise. And yeah, I think of that when, like, whenever I hear somebody come in and they say something about RimWorld, and I'm like, what did I just read? You know? Of course, it's Rimmon. Look, it's something. Look, I got too many people for it to just be Rimmon. It's a bit of chaos. Which I guess is what attracted Chaos Senpai. Nah, it's not. Chaos Senpai found me through Reddit, surprisingly. And Chaos Senpai is an original, by the way. It's like a limited edition community. I make you sound like such a fucking trophy, man. He's like, what is it, a bronze god? He's our Chaos Senpai, our Lord of Savior, Raccoony, like Chaos God or something like that. He's now a statue. He's limited edition. He's everything. He's a trophy. Please tell Miss Badger that you're a trophy. I'm sure she already knows. But yeah, let her know. I'm sure she'll find it hilarious. Look, if it doesn't brighten your day, like, I don't know, I'm probably doing something wrong otherwise. I don't know. You don't want to deconstruct the wall. Why? You can do construction. Have we got the roof off? Yeah, we got the roof off. As long as they get this done by, like, another day or two, we'll be fine. But I'm inevitable. I've heard that before, actually. A couple of people are like that. Well, Albert's probably, like, joined us and is like, what the fuck is going on? It's fine. Heavy raccoon breathing. No, don't you heavy raccoon breathing in here. I already left you cupcakes, man. And scones. Like, I left those laying around for you to eat. Like, no breathing on people. Nobody take his dumpster pickles. If Triantha offers you a dumpster pickle, don't take it. You've been warned. Senpai needs this asthma inhaler. He does. He apparently has like severe asthma in his raccoonness. Oh my god, it's terrible. I don't know if I missed anything else in there. I'm sorry if I missed any other messages in amongst all this. Just like, I don't know, bear with me. Unless you roleplay on servers, Russ almost exclusively is toxic stuff. That's fair. The malabsorption working in my favor. Actually, yeah, that's another thing too, is with Crohn's. A big thing nobody mentions is the malabsorption issues. Because, like, it's all the part of, like, your body that's trying to absorb, like, vitamins and minerals and shit. So, like, I have to take, like, all kinds of vitamins, and I've got anemia to begin with. So I already have iron supplements, but I have to take extra iron supplements because of my malabsorption. And so, yeah, summer is brilliant for me because it's hot and my fucking conditions can't deal, and I don't have enough fucking, what do you call it? Vitamins and shit in me. I don't know. So I wonder how many cups were assumed to be clean when used. Look, you gotta stop licking cups in around here. Like, I'm trying to remember if I added something for... I don't know if I added a cup licking thing. I know I had... My hydrate is my emote. I used to have a different one. Hold on, let me see what I did. I added the raccoon licking stuff to something, and I don't know where it is in my stuff. I added it a while ago. Yeah, anyway, look, just mind your cups, people. If Triantha gets near them, they will start, like, licking them. It's, if anybody's been in Discord, you will see the meme of Triantha licking your cups to remember to hydrate and stuff. So yeah, it's also in one of my videos a long time ago on YouTube as well. It was great. I had for a brief period of time I participated in the first like September event last year that I had, and so what ended up happening is I don't know, Triantha ended up like gifting some community subs, which was really awesome, and I ended up being like, man, can I like use your what is it, like your channel profile photo or something to do the to have an icon on me? And I couldn't get it from him initially, so for at least like a little while I had this like raccoon drinking out of my brain. Basically it was drinking out of a cup of water, but I positioned it on top of my head so it looked like it was like slurping my brains. And that was like not weird. I'm pretty sure I traumatized somebody on somewhere in the world. It was worth it. It was so worth it. So thank God I haven't used a cup today. I can gather my raccoony data and DNA and make my own Care Senpai lol. That's actually a good fact. So I use a drink bottle. I use cups for like Coke and stuff like that, like if I'm going to have a drink of something. But generally speaking, I get around with a drink bottle because like it's just like a couple of liters, and like I've already had at least once, you know, during art stream where I accidentally knocked over my like cup of energy drink straight into the top of my computer. That was a thing. So I tend to stay with like sealed liquid containers. Like I do have a cup in here. It's empty, but that's because I like sat down drinking it when I started. And I have this like barrier along like the side of my desk so that if a drink does get knocked over, it should not be able to splash into my computer. It might trickle down the side of my desk, but it can't physically, like, unless it like jumps over the barrier or something like that and defies physics for a couple of minutes, it's nothing in the way, you know, which is good. It's been useful. I have like a few more floors here and then we can go, because I'm here to get the steel. Because I only got Hippo. Unfortunately, I only got this one dude. And he doesn't have much going on. He's like our local psychopath. This whole time, by the way, this is how peaceful having so many people can be, by the way. I haven't been at my base for like, I don't know, a couple of days, long enough to trigger the whole 2.9 days until enemies arrived while I've been doing this, and nothing's been going on. So long as they're not starving or, you know, having some kind of psychic thing. Like, I did choose not to accept the, what do you call it? The high psychic drone that was potentially earlier. It tried. I can't take a high psychic drone at the moment. We don't have enough shit in the base to, like, handle that shit, honestly. But yeah, once they're finished with, like, the walls and stuff here, I'll eventually get to, like, move off. See if there was anything else there, because I'm pretty sure I missed something. Certain energy drinks murder me, otherwise completely fine. That's fine. I get the same thing too. Diamond's on fire. I get it with, I think it's mother energy drinks make me really sick. I don't know what's in them, but it's something that, like, makes me sick. But then, like, other drinks like V or Red Bull and stuff like that, I seem to be fine with. But it also depends too. So what I've learned is since I've been, like, getting treated and, like, tested by the hospitals, and, like, my medicine has been tweaked so that I can have, I don't know, my medicine has been, like, changed in a way that allows me to, like, has been allowing me to get better, kind of thing. Like, I don't think I'll ever hit, like, remission, like, when it goes dormant, right? But it is getting close to that, and I've had it active for a very long time. I've also had periods of time where my Crohn's has been, like, severely active. That's when it was, like, nearly killing me. But yeah, it can be really bad. Like, you can get, like, serious inflammation, and, like, it just, to anybody that doesn't know what it feels like, it kind of feels like an organ's about to rupture. Anybody that's had an appendix go will know what that feels like. Anybody that doesn't, I literally can't explain it to you apart from, like, I don't know, it kind of feels like, you gotta be kidding me. It kind of feels like having, like, I don't know, a wire sponge, like, going through your intestines when you eat, except it's food, you know? So, I don't know. That's the best way to kind of describe it, I find, is, like, it just hurts like shit when you eat. The fatigue from just existing with unmanaged Crohn's is something that doesn't get talked about. So hard to understand. Yeah. Look, I get that too, because between, like, malabsorption and oh shit, Radma, no. When you got malabsorption, you're not getting your vitamins and minerals and stuff like that. If you can't get enough water and stuff, you're not hydrated enough. Like, there's, like, I don't know, there's a fatigue to it. Tadashi was lining up then, I just saw it. There's a fatigue to it that's just unwavering. It never fucking goes away. And that's why I said, like, some days when I wake up and I'm like, why am I not in pain? This feels so weird. Like, it's such a rare occurrence kind of thing, you know? Jesus, so glad it's getting better though. Yeah. Muffle for revenge. That should be fine. You guys are all in here. I shouldn't need to bring in anybody for this. It's only this pack, right? Yeah. No, that'll be fine. It's going for tofu, but tofu will be fine. Cool. I don't think there's anybody else. Nice. Well, I'm glad that that was only that, like, little coupler group. I'll describe it like someone has literally set my intestines on fire. Yeah. It does feel like that at times too. It depends what part. Like, I have a couple of sections that have the disease itself, like, very, very obviously prevalent, and I can feel it when stuff, like, moves through there. Like, most people won't be able to feel food moving through their body after it's left their stomach, unless they've got, like, you know, an upset stomach or diarrhea or something like that. Then you can feel it moving through you. But this isn't like that. Are you two right? Good. Yeah, it's not like that. This is like you actively, like, can feel it, like, slowly, like, moving it through. It's a horrible feeling. Like, the hyper awareness of, like, what's going on inside at all times is, yeah, it's bizarre. Let me keep removing the floor here. We've almost got it. Then we can go. So down to 2.9. Depends on the pain caused by inflammation and strictures, all kinds of things, because each one is different. The doctor's always like, excuse me, what? When I accurately locate the feeling and position of the pain and move it. I know, right? It's the same thing. I remember being to a doctor, I'm like, oh, my Crohn's is like right here, and I remember pointing to like a particular part of like my lower stomach or like side of my stomach, and they're looking at the x-ray or CT scan or whatever the fuck they were looking at, right? And they're like looking back at me and I'm like, it's right there, isn't it? And they're like, it is. Like, the thing is, like, your guts and stuff move around a little bit on their own. Like, people think they're stagnant, but you just can't usually feel it, that they move around and stuff, like when you lay down, when you jump, all that sort of stuff. But Kangaroo, let's get you back into the group. But yeah, it is something that I don't know, it's just a awareness, especially like the pain is very easy to like identify where it is. Do any of you guys have a gun? No. Okay, well, I guess this is gonna be, I need you to stand here. You lot are gonna come and help if I need it. Kangaroo, mate, maybe come back here and shoot. I just stand there. Like, I should be far enough away that if I have to fight, should... Oh no, it's going to slow down. Burrow might be able to take it out, though. Can you help him? There we go. Nice. That was basically nothing. Are you okay, Burrow? Yeah, 24 hours. He should be fine. Maybe. I don't know. I can't guarantee that for sure, but let's get the last of this floor gone, because they're in here doing this. And I think there's a door here too. I don't care for the door. It can stay. People don't know that surgeons often pretty much just dump your intestines back into you and let them figure themselves out. That's why some people feel withering feelings post-surgery. Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm well aware of that fact. Because I was always like, how did they carefully put it back where it's supposed to be? Like, you know, on all the diagrams that you get on those, like, plastic sculpture thingies that you see in... I don't know, in school science and shit, and it's like, oh no, we just throw it back in, it's fine, it'll sort itself out. It's like, alright, my whole stomach moving due to bumpy ride or elevator moving too fast, it's already weird enough for me. Yeah, it's a bit like that kind of awareness. It's kind of like, especially once like Crohn's starts and you don't know what it is, it's very much like that. But once it's underway and once you figured out like this pain means that like your food's here and you might have like X amount of time to go to like the bathroom, or to like you need to change positions for comfort, or in my case it took me a few years to realize that laying on like my left side aided with digestion. So if I eat a meal, a lot of people are like, don't lay down straight after eating because it makes digestion difficult, if not near impossible, and blah, blah, blah. And I find that if I lay down after eating a meal, allow my left side, I tend to find I have more blood flow to my stomach. I process the food better. It goes through more comfortably. And like, I can tell I'm absorbing it better because like my skin and everything is looking fucking amazing. So I know I'm getting what I need out of it. Perhaps faster or sooner. I'm not getting as much of like a side effect from eating things, so it's good. Bowman, mate, can you just pull up whoever Sloan went? Sloan, get your ass back here. Instead of doing the pemmican thing, remove these 2 tiles and we can leave. Is there a tile there? I can't tell. Nah, it's just this 1 tile, then we can go. Actually, there's one there too. Hold on. Where's Sloan? You can get that one too. Then we can go. Shit's wild and interesting. Look, it tends to be pretty interesting, but yeah, the best way to kind of describe it is for anybody that doesn't generally feel their stomach doing shit all the time, it's kind of like if you hop on a roller coaster or you get that like sudden lurch kind of feeling. It's like that sensation where you can feel everything inside and it makes you feel a bit sick, except it's like it'll do that whenever it feels like and you're aware of it. I had problems before that last restriction that were possible to avoid by laying on my side, except like it's like it forced them to move around in a less painful position. Yeah, that's another thing too, is I find that if I have to go walking after eating, it is really uncomfortable because I'm diverting blood flow away from my stomach to my legs and all my muscles and everything. So I find that like digestion is like really, really poor and it's painful and stuff. And then like depending on the places in my body and stuff, if I've got inflammation, like if I'm stressed, I'm more likely to react to a food that triggers me. if I have like something trigger me, then I might have like additional inflammation. The additional inflammation might cause like pain and fatigue. Like there's a lot of like knock-on effects with it all, kind of thing. Like, yeah. Like I said, I've gone into like super hyper detail before, and like the thing is, like, some of the stuff is just like, it's kind of squishy and gross and whatever. But the thing is, like, anybody that has a chronic medical condition that's, you know, in the position where they've like gotten used to having to go and have a very candid conversation with like a doctor about like the fuck is going on inside them and stuff, like none of this stuff is much of an issue realistically. I know that not everybody has had those experiences and does not like, is not comfortable and stuff with like certain things, but it's like, all as I care about is that if you don't know anything about chronic medical conditions, that at least like be curious and willing to like at least learn a little bit, because like there's a lot of people that like suffer from shit and literally have nobody that they can turn around and like, I don't know, talk to and stuff. Like, they're probably in my early Crohn's, I probably didn't want to, like, I knew shit was going on, but I was like, oh, it can't be that bad. And I'm like, I don't think I even told any family that shit was going on. I don't even know if I told any friends. I just remember like Nick coming over one day because he came over to drop something off and like saw that I was like really, really fucking sick. And he's like, what's wrong? And I explained what had been happening. And he's like, you need medical attention. And I'm like, I'm probably fine. I could probably sleep it off. Just give me time. And he's like, no, you need medical attention. And like, you know, that's, I think, when I like started actually like getting to see a doctor and seeing a specialist and all sorts of stuff. Because like the doctors that I had been seeing were dismissing it as like IBS, which is like irritable bowel syndrome, which it's not. They're like, oh yeah, it's really common for a lot of people to like have like issues with digesting food and urgencies for toilets and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, are these people also going to toilet like 17 times a day and throwing up every time they eat because they can't get it down and or not able to keep down water? Because if that's that's fine, but like, what do I do about this? And he's like, that's probably not that, you know. But I still had to go like tooth and nail with every single doctor to keep pushing and pushing and pushing to like get properly seen without being dismissed. And then eventually, once they did the internal scans and they took the internal biopsies and they had the MRI scans to back it up and the months and months of histories, there was nothing that was not contestable anymore. It was just, it was fact at that point. It's like, oh, yeah, you have Crohn's. It's really obvious now. And it's like, mate, it was obvious from the beginning. Well, there's two things that are really similar. Ulcerative colitis and Crohn's are very similar conditions. And I can understand where they wouldn't want to potentially mix one up with the other, but the medicine's basically nearly the same. So it wouldn't have fucking mattered. Like, they would have figured it out over time. Like, it would have sorted itself out, you know? Like, just good advice in general. Is curious about anything. That's how we grow. Yeah, pretty much. All the problems become exacerbated. I missed something there. Stress literally tightens up the bowel and makes us go sluggish inside instead of floppy. Look, stress does so fucking much to everything, everywhere. Like, there are so many times where people don't understand that the reason why they're sick or getting sick or not well or exhausted is because they're stressed and they're not taking the time to let their body like heal and recover and shit. Like, whenever I do anything, like when I had a day job, one of the biggest things I had to do was I eventually had to accept less hours because I was unable to manage regular hours without needing a huge amount of time afterwards to be able to recover. So I had to decrease my hours, which of course means that no matter what I'm doing job-wise, I get less pay. The kind of like less pay that means that I can't actually probably like live on, you know, that kind of money. Like if I was trying to live like solo like 10 years ago, right, the kind of pay decrease that I would have taken wouldn't have made it possible, kind of thing. So yeah, there's things like that. So like I take a lot of time, like when I was working, I used to take a lot of time out to recover for myself afterwards. So I would spend a lot of time outside of my job sleeping.